Hello everyone, my name is Boedigheimer, and I'd like to thank all of you for taking the time at this unique moment in our lives and it seems in history to celebrate the accomplishments of the graduating class of 2020. Every one of you in attendance has contributed to this highly modified event, whether through organization and planning, instruction, providing support and encouragement, or most notably, my fellow graduates through the completion of our studies. I developed my remarks with a focus on us graduates, but I hope that every individual in attendance will be able to take something positive away from my message. As I'm sure all of you are aware, the circumstances of our world are truly anomalous. With every passing moment, it seems that there are new postings and news headlines pertaining to the next earth-shattering revelation or scandal. With every political cycle, it seems that confidence in our political and economic systems has diminished significantly, something that's true for many people across the political spectrum. Critical infrastructure and systems that many of us have taken for granted, such as the food supply chain and the various health systems, are now threatened. We are indeed living in uncertainty and unconventional times, and I suspect that for many of you, your levels of uncertainty have been multiplied even further, with you now set to embark on what will become the rest of your life, the next chapter of your story. I would very much like to ease and reduce some of that uncertainty. Rather than focusing too much on the tumultuous circumstances of the present, I see greater value in looking to the future and how the factors in our control today will enable the outcomes of tomorrow. For us in this moment, there is much to be hopeful and optimistic for. Without knowing many of you personally, I'm confident in saying that we all have achieved something significant today and have begun to live more fulfilled lives. Regardless of what people may say or tell you about the future of our world, whether they believe in us or not, no matter how many times we struggle, even fail, ultimately none of that matters. If you enable yourself to embrace adversity and pair it with your individuality, I trust that life will change in a very positive way. History has consistently shown that when people embrace their struggles, particularly in times of uncertainty, some of the best and most notable achievements and inspirations of the past have occurred. 2 weeks into my sophomore year studying at Duluth, my father was diagnosed with an aggressive brain tumor that required immediate surgery. From this point, my life changed forever. I canceled all my classes and returned home. With the semester lost, I enrolled at the Twin Cities campus for spring, not knowing what to expect. After my father's first surgical operation, the biopsy revealed that his tumor was grade 4 glioblastoma, terminal. His condition deteriorated rapidly, and he died in December at 47. With a grim and heartrending experience, his loss over time has provided a singular and personal motivation. Once I accepted it as part of my story and embraced it, I discovered an unbroken determination to move forward as my father had instilled in me a strong work ethic and a sense of purpose. I rededicated myself to work and my studies and reinvented my degree plan, crafting my own unique major through the ICB program, one that allowed my individual interests in business, product design, and global studies to flourish. Influenced and inspired by my father, I've made my academic career my own, and perhaps most important, I became particularly aware of how precious time is. While we do not share the same exact experiences, we all can analyze how our own unique struggles can help us to succeed. With this change in mentality that I'm promoting, it will no longer matter how an organization has evaluated your ability, nor will it matter what grade you may have received in a class or how well you did on a test for admittance. And it won't matter how many times you've been turned down from a job, educational program, or anything else. What matters the most above all else is that you are aware of your potential and what you offer the world through your own unique experiences. My message here is not to say that we shouldn't strive for greatness. In fact, I believe that we should. I believe that we should aim to be the best we can possibly be for not only ourselves, but also for others. So with this in mind, after we leave here today, take pride in what you've accomplished. But remember as you move forward that when you don't perform as well as you maybe hope for, be aware that your own ability does not have to be confined indefinitely to the restrictions of the modern world. And your struggles can provide you with strength if you allow it. Through my own experiences, as terrible as they have been for me, I realized the immense power adversity holds, and I made the decision to embrace that power and not give up on life. I've decided that I will never allow the ever-changing world to break me. Instead, it now builds me. I hope you all decide to do the same when you face your own struggles. So, to the class of 2020, and to everyone listening, I thank you for your time, your uniqueness, your resilience. The present will be overcome. I'm confident that the future is bright, and I look forward to seeing how we shape it. Thank you.